Hello everyone. I had my worst salon experience today so far as I can remember, and I have to share it today. If not, I'll forget the details. So let's go. So I got the number of this woman to Jerry call my hair. You can't see it because it's dark, and to Jerry call my hair. And it turns out that it was in a town away from where I stay. So in the morning I woke up and I went to the place. I had to leave the town where I stay to go to this town where the hairdresser is based. So I got there and I was trying to locate the road, and then when she came to pick me from where I was, she made a statement. She was like that's what she was telling me, that I didn't need to take bike to the place, that I could have just strolled from where the transport car dropped me. And in my mind I was like, but what is your business if I took bike and spent my money? Why are you bothered about that? I didn't know what was coming for me. So so I got there and then she looked at my hair and she was like, oh, that very relaxed hair. Which relaxer did I use? That the way this hair is, it may not really bring out the curls. And I was like, should I go back or I should just do this? And I was just like, I didn't have another option of making my hair, of hairstyle to make. I'm not ready to do braids again. And then I have a wedding on Saturday. I didn't want to show up with rubbish hair. So I was just like, instead of wasting money back to the place where I stay, let me just make the hair anyhow and be hopeful that it comes out well. So she now told me that the price she collect was 3,500 naira. And I priced it. I was like, oh, can I pay 2,500? And she was like that. She just turned away from me and she started pressing her phone and she was like that. Well, that's I should be going. No, that if it's 2,500, I want to pay that. I should carry my load. I should come and start going. No, I had to digest the disrespect, because if you don't if you have a problem with the way I'm pricing, there's a way you can say no, that you turned away from me and act like as if I don't deserve to be spoken to. So she did that and I had to digest the disrespect. Okay, so I was like, okay, can I pay 3,000? And she was like that she's telling me the amount to pay. Doesn't she know what she knows what she calculated? That's why she's telling me to pay 3,500, that she's also going to use her materials to do it and everything. And I was like, okay, fine, do the hair. So before she started making the hair, she first told me that she's coming home, that she wants to go and give somebody something, and then she walked some distance away and she did what she wanted to do. Then she came back. She started with the hair and she first of all gave me the container of the relaxer to hold. And I was like, bro, what is this? But it was in my mind. She's older and I didn't want to be disrespectful. I didn't have the energy to be dragging stuff with her, because which other option did I have? If she told me that she will not make my hair, where will I run to? And what's the point? So I held the relaxer and then she was telling me that I should raise my head, that this phone I'm pressing, or that if I'm stressing her in such a way that her back will be paining her, that she just get a stool, she will sit on it and she will ask me to sit on a maybe smaller stool. And I think at this point I was just like, okay, is it that this woman thinks I'm a small child? That's why she's talking to me like this and everything. Well, I was just using my body to hold it. I was managing myself that at least let me do this hair and get out of here. So she applied the relaxer, and when she finished applying the relaxer, before that she had already told me that the way I'm not raising my head is making her hand is already aching now, something. Okay, so when she finished applying the relaxer, she told me that she used nylon on her hands to apply the relaxer. But she didn't want the relaxer to touch her hand. But she was doing it in such a way that the nylon she was using to, I don't know, it was touching my body, like my maybe ears and everything. And in my mind, I was just like, you, this woman, don't you know that the relaxer is going to burn me? And then she kept combing the hair. My scalp was hurting. I don't know if it's her fault or it's the fault of the relaxer or it's the price that I had to pay to get my hair done. To fashion is pain, that's what they say. So I got she relaxed the hair finish, and then she covered it with a shower cap, and then after a while she came, and then she already told me that if she starts rolling the hair, that I'll not be able to use my phone, or that I should press on the phone I want to press now before she starts rolling the hair. So she came, she rolled the hair, and then again I was the one that was picking out the rollers to give her, and this time around other people's hair were stuck on the rollers. So before giving her, I didn't want it to touch my own hair. I had to be removing the hair with my fingers from the rollers to give her before she used it on my head. So she did that, and then she covered it. There was no dryer in this situation. It was when I got there I realized that it was not even like a standard salon. She didn't have a lot of materials and everything. But turns out that it's because this will be the second person that will be giving me her number years apart, and the person didn't even know that I collected a number from another person. So when I wanted to dial a number on my phone, I was just like, oh, is this person that gave me person's number? So I was just like, oh, then it seems she must be good for people to be leaving the town where I live to the town where she lives to ask her to make their hair for them. So I got there. So what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So she put shower cap on the rollers, and then I think it was at that point she just left me. All this time I was under the tree. I think in front of her house. I was under the tree. We didn't use inside the salon. It was quite dark, and as I said, it was substandard, very substandard, at least. Excuse me. Sorry. So she said, so at that point, I think she just, after she put the rollers and she put the shower cap on it, she just left me and then moved to the entrance of the house and went to lie down and slept on the bench. I even recorded her because I wanted to show it to my sister. I don't think it's something I'm going to post on social media. No, that's privacy stuff. So she went to lie down on the bench, and then she slept for a while. Then after a while, she came and then she applied something. Anyway, before she even rolled the hair, she was putting something on the hair. It was burning my scalp. My scalp burnt. I think my eyes were almost watery, or my eye was almost watery. But I felt like because of the way she had presented herself to me as a rude person, I didn't want to express myself that, oh, it's burning me, oh, it's hurting me, oh, I'm feeling pains, because I felt like she didn't care and she would snap at me and she would be rude. So yeah, she came after that. After putting the roller, she put something on my hair, something like an oil or so and everything. And then, so while we're waiting for the oil to work on the hair, then she put shower cap again. There was no dryer, as I said earlier. So while we're waiting for it, it started raining, and it started raining. So she finally came. Then she took me to the entrance of the salon, where rain beat me because she was rinsing the hair, and then rain beat her. But she didn't even tell me, sister, sorry, oh, it's beating you or something like that. She was there complaining about herself that this rain is beating me or something. Like, she didn't even comment on my own discomfort. So I was like, it is what it is. Just do my hair and let me get out of here. As at this time, I needed to be somewhere later in the day, so I was just waiting, hoping to be able to catch up. So she when the rain was now becoming more and she couldn't stand it, so we finally entered the salon. As I said earlier, it was dark, so I had to switch on the light of my touch of my phone to assist her. She had to cut out like my relaxed edges because they didn't Jericho as usual, as they won't on a normal day. So she did that, and then after the rain went down a little, I went outside. We went back to like the entrance of the salon, and then she rinsed, and then she finally did the hair. I think it was at this point that she became nicer. She started saying stuff like, oh, you have to use this one to maintain the calls, to, I don't know, renew the calls and everything. And then I brought out my Jack 5. I was like, can I use this Jack 5? Because she was recommending series. And she was like, oh, Jack 5 is better. Where did you buy it? Have you Jericho your hair before? And I was like, yes, once I've Jericho my hair. She's like, oh, Jack 5 is better. It even had a nice scent to your hair, something. Because I had an appointment to fix. When she finished, I didn't waste time. I paid her money, and then I started walking because I needed to be somewhere later in the day and I didn't want to be late. I was eventually late. So yeah, I had to walk, like, because I had to walk to the junction where I'll find the cab going to where I stay. And then I was walking in rainwater, flood, like, not a bogus amount of flood, but you know how rainwater, it was messy because the floor wasn't tiled, the street of our house wasn't tiled, so I was walking inside rainwater with sand, all those kind of things, and the rain beat me till I got to where I stay because the rain continued. It was only majorly when I was in the car that I didn't have much contact with the rain. So yes, that's the experience. Will I go to her place again? I'm honestly discouraged because it was slow. Her service was slow. I think because she didn't have a dryer. I felt like I wanted to Jericho my hair, and I spent hours. I spent maybe like from 10:30 to like 2:20 something p.m., like 10:30 a.m. to like 2:20 something p.m. It was discouraging. I don't have that time to waste to Jericho my hair. I'm not even doing braids. So, and then her attitude was, I even texted my sister and I was like, I came to Jericho my hair and this hairdresser is rude. So the way she acted is discouraging me. So, and I feel like for the distance that I had to cover to get to her place, I should have gotten a better service. But in my mind, I was like, this kind of person, you can't even tell her that you have bad customer service because she'll start snapping you at you and saying that, do you know how many people that she has recorded their hair for them before? She's old enough to be my mother and everything. So I think my best bet now is that I'm just going to look for another good alternative in the place where I stay, and I'll prefer if it is a standard salon. So yeah, that's it. You can share your own worst or bad salon experiences in the comment section. Until next time, bye bye.